Yo, what's goody? What's goody? What's goody, man? What's
What's
going
really good,
on?
everybody? You already know what
We
it
out here. We
is.
out here. We out here, man. Nice, impressive win last night
Ah, man. I
against
mean,
against the how you call these guys? Could we call them a rival? What do you think?
I mean, a lot of people have been calling them rivals since that playoff series 2 years ago, but it's just another team in the East. We got to conquer that. We've beaten 3 out of 4 this year.
Facts. Yeah, and it was an impressive win last night. I mean, all the way around from from the start. Like you said earlier, what's up, guys? What's going on, Darlene, appreciate you always pulling up on the YouTube. You already know, hit that like button. It was a really impressive win last night from start to finish. I mean, from the gate, we was hot.
Yep.
Like you said earlier in the when we was talking in the chat, we started off. I think it was like the first 5 minutes we went on like a 25-9 run, and
Yeah.
we was able to not look back after that. I would say, right.
Yep.
Julius
I mean,
Randle with a quick 10 points.
I mean, the Knicks did not look back this game. I mean, there were times when Atlanta tried to make a run in this game, but we just kept the foot on the gas pedal the whole game, and we put the lead
Mhm.
right back up. Especially in that third quarter when the lead got down to like 11. Tibbs called the timeout. They came right back out, hit two threes, put the lead right back to 17 in a matter of seconds. So it was like, yeah, you could tell the Knicks wasn't letting up this game. If they was gonna win this game, they was playing to win this game. And to see that they didn't give up the lead when most games this year we gave up the lead in the fourth quarter, you're starting to see the turnaround, fans. Like, pay attention because the Knicks is for real right now. We are back in the playoff spot, back in the sixth seed by way of that loss that Miami took to Brooklyn yesterday, and our win. So, as of the All Star break, the Knicks will enter the All Star break in the last playoff spot, number 6.
Mm. Who ever thought, huh, Fraz?
I mean, we did.
We
We
did.
did.
we
A
we
lot
we
of
were
you people out there didn't think, but we did.
disappointed
Us
disappointed
guys.
to disappointing to see. But we could start off with RJ Barrett being like he's the talk of New York. Fix your phone a little bit, Fraz, because your
Got you.
head, yeah, your head is like,
Copy.
yeah,
Change over. There you go. Change over. I
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
All right, we should be good.
um
Let me find this about to put the phone.
yeah, as long as your head ain't cut off, that's the main thing.
Yeah, we good.
There
We
we
good.
go. There we go. Yeah. So RJ Barrett, he's like the talk of New York. Everybody, and listen, I get it. The guy's been struggling bad. He hasn't been playing well defensively. Offensively, he's been up and down. We understand that.
Yeah.
But yesterday he looked pretty good on both sides of the court too. I mean, defensively he picked it up. Um uh and I saw that even though his shot wasn't really dropping like that, he was aggressive,
Hmm.
driving to the basket, finishing at the rim, doing things like that, which kind of helped out. It helped us out. If we could somehow get RJ going, man, we're gonna take off, bro. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, it's just a matter of time before RJ gets back into his groove. And I wouldn't necessarily give up on RJ yet. I mean, the last 2 seasons, we can talk about the same argument. RJ was struggling in the first half of the year, ended up having a better second half of the year and closing out the year strong. Last year, he did the same thing. After the All Star break last year, RJ Barrett came out and started averaging like 25, 26 points a game. And I think it's gonna happen again. It's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. My bad. Continue.
Nah, you're good. I was just saying, it's just a matter of time for RJ gets back to scoring 20 plus points a game on a regular basis. I mean, it's a little bit of a funk he's in. I don't know if it's mental or what, but I think he's gonna come out of it. You just got to give him some time, you know.
Yeah, I think it's something that RJ has struggled with throughout his career. And to me, in my honest opinion, I think that a lot of people, a lot of players, I should say, they go through tough stretches throughout the year. It's an 82 game season. It's a long season, and so you go through times throughout the season when you're hot, and then you go through times in the season when you're not hot. You know,
Hmm.
so I don't think we should just give up on RJ just yet. I think RJ is gonna be fine. So cut all the trade talks. Let's not
Please,
trade RJ Barrett. I've heard some wild trade talk rumors that don't make sense to me and is mind boggling to me. But whatever, I'm gonna leave it at that. Because if I go into that one, bro, I'll have you like, wow, bro, really. Um, but yeah, so I think RJ is gonna get better. I think he's gonna be okay, and I'm not too worried about that. But I would like to say what Darlene just put up here, the little, as T Tom called it, the Heart Foundation.
hmm
The Heart Foundation. They have been playing well since the trade. We 3-0. Since that
um,
trade, we're 3-0. Go ahead, Fraz, take over.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna need JJ to put some more respect on Hartenstein's name. Hartenstein's been playing huge for us since Mitch Robinson has been out with the thumb
Facts,
surgery.
facts.
Um, Not to mention the addition of Josh Hart to the bench. Now you have another guy on the bench like quickly who could come in and put up points in a short span of time on the court. The efficiency of the New York Knicks has gone up tremendously with the addition of Josh Hart. I mean, when I say efficient, I mean like the other game against the Nets when you dropped 27 points in 28 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we call efficiency. That's like a point a minute almost. Like, come on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
these are the players we have on our bench now. Quickly can do the same thing, but for me, if we're talking about the Hart Foundation here, both of these guys are making huge impacts on the floor with the circumstances that we have. Listen, a lot of you guys doubted, said, "Oh, we wouldn't even be a play-in team this year. You know, we wouldn't be up there. We wouldn't be able to beat the top teams in the East." But again, the Knicks have proved y'all wrong so far. This first half of the year, they've beaten the
Mm-hmm.
top teams in the East,
Yep.
and they're showing people why we are a contender now. Now we're at six seed, and I expect the Knicks to finish somewhere in the top six.
I agree. I agree. If they keep playing this kind of basketball, I think they're like 6-2 in their last 8 games, which is a great way to end the first half of the season.
Definitely.
They some good momentum going into the second half. I think the team could use this kind of rest of these 9 days off. Even though I know Julius Randle's gonna play, and shout out to Julius Randle, who apparently is gonna be in a 3-point contest as well. So shout out to him for
Yeah.
that. That'd be funny if he win. That'd
I'm
be
telling
crazy.
you.
That'd be crazy, bro. But whatever. It'd be nice to see him there. But it's a nice way to end the second half. We've actually has ended the what 33-27, which is the best
Yeah.
record entering the All-Star break since 2012,
2012.
2013, which ended at 32-18, and we have the best road record at 17-12 the best road record since the year 2000, which we went 14-9. So that's a nice way to end the first half of the season, man.
Listen, 6 games over 500 in the sixth seed, 2 games out of fifth seed. Yes, Brooklyn Nets, we're coming for y'all next. All
Coming for that
right,
spot, baby.
2 games out of fifth when we wasn't even projected to be nowhere near the top of the Eastern Conference standings.
Facts.
All I'm gonna say is I expect the Knicks to hit the win prediction that we gave y'all earlier in the year, 45 to 50. We're only 12 games from that. That means we only have to win 12 out of the last 22 games to hit
Mm-hmm.
45 wins, which is highly possible. Okay.
Very,
And
very.
and also let me say, shout out your boy Kev on the side of me over there because he did say we were gonna go 3-0 before the All-Star break, and we went 3-0 before the All-Star break. So I gotta shout you out, Kev. You definitely
Appreciate
called
you,
that
man.
one.
Appreciate
Definitely
you.
called that one. For real.
Yeah, yeah, though, and listen, all three games were tough, except the last two. Obvious, those we won. That was light work. The
Convincingly,
last, yeah,
convincing wins.
those last two games was light work. The Utah game was a little bit more. I think we won by 120 to 116 or something like that. I
Something like
forget what
that.
score.
Yeah.
I think we won like by 6 points or something like that. It was a pretty even game all the way down to the fourth quarter. But the last two games were light work. Like we took care of
Blowout.
business. You know what I mean? Like
Blowouts.
we took care of business. We had Brooklyn Net fans crying. And then last night,
I think I still
we
see one crying in the comments.
yo yeah, he crying still. And when he do his vlogs, he hide his face. So that way we don't see the tears coming down his face. But yeah, but the win last night to me was the one I enjoyed the most. Because you know I remember in the off season after Atlanta made the trade for um
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray, a lot of people were saying how much better they were gonna be than the Knicks. The Knicks this, they were gonna be better, da da da. And so far it's been the complete opposite, man. It's
And
been the
here it
complete
is.
opposite.
And here it is now. The Knicks own the tiebreaker against Atlanta, 3 games to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, for all of you people who thought Atlanta was going to be better than us, you just didn't realize what the trade did to their bench. The trade for the Jonte Murray basically took away the rest of the shooting guards they had on their team. They don't really have nobody behind DeJounte Murray.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you expect them to go far with only 8 guys in a sense? They're only playing 8 guys for the most part.
Right.
So the Knicks play 9 guys most games.
That's facts.
And the addition of Josh Hart improved that. So look at how many teams the Knicks have the tiebreaker over right now. Teams that are behind us and even teams that are ahead of us. So think about it. I always said on these lives and other lives that the Knicks can play with anybody in the East.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is a testament now that says, look at it. The Knicks can play with anybody in the East. They've beaten Boston. They've beaten Philly twice. They beat Cleveland twice. They beat the Hawks 3 out of 4. They beat the Pacers 3 out of 4. Listen here, man. The Knicks are making the playoffs this year, people. Get it through
And
your heads.
yeah. Yeah, we making the playoffs, and I think that as long as our bench keeps playing like the way they did last night, we shouldn't have any issues. I think in the first half Um, in the first half alone, our bench had like 23 points. So that's a big plus for us, and they played really well. Like Obi came out. I think he hit like three pointers.
Yep.
Played pretty good defense, knocking down shots, which I like to see because I'm a big fan of Obi. I want him to do good in the minutes that he gets, in the limited minutes that he gets. I wish he'd get more minutes. At least somewhere in the 20-minute range to take some of the pressure off of Julius Randle, which we always say.
Hmm.
Um, I would like to and Quick doesn't get enough credit, man. That boy right there, if he's not six man of the year, I mean, I don't know
I don't know who it is either.
I don't know who is. I mean, he's been lights out coming off the bench. If I'm not mistaken, he's one of the best defensive guards in the league. Um, so that says a lot. And with the addition of Josh Hart, I think that it made our bench that much dangerous. It made it that much better. So
Hmm.
with him and Quick coming off the bench, man, it's good to see. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's the new 1-2 punch off the bench now with Quickly and Hart. Both guys come in and they give you instant scoring. They come in and instantly affect the outcome of the game.
Hmm.
We needed another dog like Josh Hart because now you have somebody to back up Grimes or vice versa if need be. You got an extra shooting guard now who plays, if not on a higher level than Grimes does. And this is what we needed. Like we really needed somebody behind Grimes, especially somebody else who plays perimeter defense. That was
Hmm.
a key thing for us, bringing in another guy who plays perimeter defense because we lack in perimeter defense. That's one of our downfalls. So
And
bringing him in already
hmm
changes the tide of how the perimeter defense is looking.
facts, man. And I'm glad that you brought that up because yesterday alone, last night alone, we only allowed 5 3 pointers.
Hmm.
5 3 pointers. When I think in the last game against the Hawks, we allowed like what, almost 23 pointers to them,
Yeah, I think it was
or
like
something like that, 17
17
or
and
something like
18,
that.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so and we've been struggling guarding the perimeter all year long. It's been a real big problem for the Knicks. But I think that with the addition of Josh Hart coming off the bench with IQ, I think in these last 3 games that's helped us out tremendously. I mean, the Brooklyn Nets alone in that first Nets game, they knocked down like 23 pointers on us. They bust our ass behind the perimeter. We had we,
That
we had no answer. And in this last game against them, we pretty much put a stop to that as well. We put the clamps down behind the arc. So that's a big plus for us. If we could continue to do that, I think that we should be fine. So I'm glad that Leon Rose. Shout out to Leon Rose, man, because he don't get enough flowers. Shout out to Leon
definitely.
Rose for making this trade and bringing, because so far, Josh Hart has been a tremendous addition to our team, which it reminds me when we traded Derrick Rose, and we took off after that. And
Hmm.
so far, I'm starting to get those vibes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm starting to get those vibes. Like, you know, I also, that first half, we was 9 of 26 from the 3 point line. We was lighting it up from behind the arc. We shot 50% from the field. We scored 66 points in that first half, which was awesome. We keep that up. If we keep that type of time up, bro, it's gonna be problems for a lot of teams in the East, bro.
We can be a hard team to beat when we score 120, 115, 120 points a game. We're a very
That's a
hard team to beat when we
fact.
score a lot.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. And I'm hoping that we could, keep this kind of energy going for the rest of this, man. Because if we keep it up, man, we're gonna be good.
I think it's only going to get better. I mean, remember, this is just a short taste of Josh Hart. He's only been with us for a couple of games. I don't even think he was
Yeah.
with us the Utah game, was he?
Nah. I think
he
was he? I don't remember, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think he was. I think he was. Oh no, he didn't play in that game. I don't think he played in
yeah,
that
I
game.
think that was the
We
first
made
game after the
him
trade.
play.
I think that was the
So
first game after the trade. So I don't think he
yeah,
played
yeah,
the
he
first,
he didn't he
but
didn't
the
get to
last
play
two
yet.
games he played. Wait, let me just double check real quick.
Yeah. Hey, hey, what up, Diggs? What's going on, man? Appreciate you for the pull up. Pull up on Twitch. What's goody? Appreciate
No,
that.
he did play. Yeah, he did play against
Oh, he
Utah.
did. He
Yeah, that
did
was the
play in that.
first
You.
game.
He did play.
That
Okay.
was his
I
first
think he
game.
had like what he had like
He had 11, 7
11,
rebounds, 4
11.
assists.
There you go. 3 steals or 4 steals or something like that, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, he played a good game, man. So
I mean,
and
these 3 games having him are key, man, because it's like you don't have another guy like Grimes. I think we don't win a couple of these games without him. Like,
yeah, true. I
especially
agree.
that Brooklyn game. That Brooklyn game, he was like
He
spot
yeah.
on the whole game, man. He was spot
Yo,
on,
he
bro.
he put the clamps on Mikal Bridges and those guys, man. Cam Thomas was a no show. Where was Cam? I don't know.
Two
Mikal
two for
Bridges,
eight.
7 points. I don't know what
Cam
happened.
Thomas. Cam Thomas, 7 points, 2 for 8
Yeah,
shooting.
yeah. So that the defense that was being played in these last 2 games were tremendous. But anyway, man, I'm gonna try to do this real fast and give some content out to the fans, to the people that pull up. I think we didn't get to touch up on everything, but we touched up on a little something. Um, and we'll be back. We'll be back, and let's go Knicks.
You already know. Go New York. Go New
Let's
York. Go all
all
the
right,
time.
y'all. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. Nothing but love. Let's go Knicks.